just so proud of our players, and the way they performed on this platform was phenomenal.
To beat Marion Local is one thing, but you just walked the dog on them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. We made perimeter shots. I thought we did a good job of rebounding the basketball. We obviously made free throws tonight that we didn't do the other night. And in games like this, you've got to make free throws. You've got to make perimeter shots. I thought we got stops when we needed them. And we shared the ball very, very well against the length of their zone.
Talk about defending the inside. I mean, really, Knappy was scoreless and really held Bruns and Berkey to really, they didn't become a factor in this game.
No, we knew we were outsized in the paint a little bit, but we talked about just being tough, nasty, and physical, and I thought our kids did a good job with that. Obviously, Colton Lincoln was very good on the offensive end, but again, to hold Knappy to 0 points tonight, that's a pretty stellar performance on his behalf.
Talk about your defense.
Again, I wrote on the board. You guys may understand, you may not. We talked about being junkyard dogs, and that ball got low. We were coming and getting it. Loose balls we have to get. 50-50 balls we have to get because things are popping around in there. They're probably going to get it with their size and their athleticism. And obviously, they're a very good basketball team, and we're very fortunate.
Talk about setting the pace there in the fourth quarter. We got up to about a 7-point lead there in the third, and Marion came back and cut it to 2. It looked like you kind of were real patient with the ball there in the fourth quarter. Marion wasn't able to get any shots or points, and you were able to get into your game and extend the lead.
Well, you're up 2 in the fourth. We were having trouble getting some shots with the length of their zone. Talked about being patient. I thought they spread out a little bit, which maybe gave us a few more creases and had a chance to run a couple sets. And fortunately, a couple of our guys stepped up and made some big plays.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
What was the strategy early on when you guys were going pretty slow, when you guys are used to running?
Well, if you stood where I was standing, there wasn't a whole lot of shots from the length. So I looked at Coach and said, we're going to have trouble with some shots right now. So I thought, hey, let's pull it out a little bit. Let's see if they'll spread a little bit and get them, a little bit more in scramble mode, and maybe, again, create some more crevices for us to attack because they were pretty much packing that thing in to take away Big Cook. And, again, I didn't see a whole lot of shots in that first quarter, and we wanted to keep giving ourselves a chance, and fortunately it worked.
Second quarter seemed like it turned into a three-point shooting contest. Did that worry you?
Well, I thought we began to get better shots in the second quarter, and give them credit. I mean, they had a kid come off the bench, make 2 in a row, and number 5, a good player, banks one in. And again, you kind of got to throw your hands up and say, well, again, we talked about picking your poison a little bit. If their 6th or 7th man's going to hit 2 in the first half, and their starting point guard is going to bank one in, we may have trouble tonight.
Damian said that their size was a little intimidating there at the beginning. How much do you think that played a factor into your slow start?
It definitely played a factor. I've told a couple of people, that you can't simulate their size. You can only hold so many broomsticks in practice and simulate that, and it's just not going to work. So I think it was took us a little bit of time to get acclimated, and we've played good competition in the summer. We played good athleticism in the summer, but 6'10", 6'10".
Go ahead.
Coming out of your sectional there with all those 4 strong teams and in your strong conference in the CCC, what do you think this says about overall the area basketball that's in this Miami Valley region in Division IV?
Well, I think it speaks volumes, and I'm going to say the first thing is I don't think our league necessarily always gets the credit that it deserves. And, I think we had some awful good teams this year that certainly prepared us for tonight's game. And we did a nice job, I think, as an athletic department of upgrading our schedule and playing the New Bremans of the world and playing the Stivers of the world, the Jeffersons. We knew what we had to do to give ourselves a chance here to compete, and we tried to prep ourselves for it.
Guys are back in the Final Four. What do you think of being there in Columbus now?
Wow, I'll tell you, it really hasn't set in a whole lot. We put in a lot of hours, Kyle, at Tri-Village basketball. Our kids, our parents, our community, and to get this reward is phenomenal.
There was at least 2 kids from Tri-Village that played on that 92 team here tonight, obviously one being Scoob. The other one was Dirk Lewis. What did he say to you when he hugged Jagger on the court?
He just said, "Great job. I'm proud of you." The other one was Lee Brandon.
Lee Brandon,
He talked to
yes.
me. Again, those guys are the biggest supporters we have. They'll be there in full force on Thursday, and I know they understand what we're going through here. Obviously, Colton Lingus' dad played in the state tournament too, where he went to high school. So, and I think that helps, George, because I think our kids and our girls going a couple years ago, it means it's possible. There are a lot of communities, there are a lot of teams that talk about it, and it's really just a pipe dream. But our kids, our community, think that's an expectation, and we know we can achieve it. And I think having bloodlines and having people still in the community that played in the state tournament, again, our girls having the opportunity to play, again, gives us a little bit of a hey, this is possible. And again, our kids played phenomenal tonight.
Thursday night, Columbus, Convoy, Crestview. What do you know about them?
Obviously, they're very good. I've been told they're a lot like us, very similar, 6'4", 6'5", play good defense, run a lot of sets. You don't win, 27 games in a row, George, and not be pretty good. And just like tonight, that's a pretty good team right there. We just played. We've played Afrocentric in the summer, and they're in the finals playing against Harvest Prep on the other side. So we've seen the likes of some of these teams, and to go toe-to-toe with 6'10", 6'7", 6'6", I guess hopefully that prepares us as well for the next one.
Josh, when you talk about community, how much does that mean to you when you look up in that stands and you see all those red shirts and all those fans there from you guys?
It's a dream come true. It's a phenomenal community. Not only am I the basketball coach, I'm the superintendent. So, we've got a lot of good people. We've got a lot of good kids. We've got a phenomenal school district, and again, to have everybody have a hand in this tonight, witness this was phenomenal for our community.
You can talk about being 26-1 now. But technically you're 0-0. You got 2 games left in the season.
Yeah, oh, you're right. We're going to enjoy it tonight, probably tomorrow, maybe even Monday a little bit, but we're going to get back to work, and that's why the motto I came up with, I've been saying before this journey started, was be us. We just got to be us. We don't got to be any better. We don't got to be, do anything more, anything less. Just we got to be us. And tonight we were us, and I think our kids are really buying into that. They look to me pretty loose. Pretty confident, and we're going to go there to win, George. We're going to prepare like anybody else and give it our best shot to get to Saturday now.
I had a chat with Damian before I talked with you tonight, and he said just like that 92 team, those guys lived together, they ate together, they done everything together. He said these kids are with each other 24/7. What does that mean to you as a coach, and what does it mean as far as this team unity is concerned?
Well, you can see the chemistry that we have. We've got other guys that make plays on other nights, and nobody really, nobody cares. We've got 3 guys that are averaging, 18 to 20 points a game, but you saw Mason McCabe's debut on Tuesday night, and Tommy Bell, making the 3. So nobody really cares about the credit. They just want to get the wins, and it's pretty easy on a coach to coach kids like that.